Hey everybody, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. We're here in the little fishing village. Lots of stuff to explore, lots of stuff to read. I think the drunk guys are down south, but I want to check out this little shack here. Hard to see the details, the colors, all warm and welcoming, are cozy though. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. A flower trough where nothing really grows, maybe in spring. And can we get in the door? We can get in the door. Is this the old woman's house? Oh, there's somebody here. There's a child. Zoom on in. Zoom in real close. Hello, child. Little Lily. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity. Hey, little Lily, do you happen to have, some armored gauntlets? I understand a small child has some armored gauntlets. She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around. I heard there was a girl here who has armored gloves. Is that you? Are you Lillian's daughter? Are the twins outside your brothers? What's that? Point to the stuffed bird hanging from the ceiling. What's that thing you're holding? Point at her toy. Let's start off nice before we start interrogating her about the gloves. Hey, what's that you got there? What toy? It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of like she holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate. Lammy is a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing and the fur is tattered in several parts. Lammy looks like he's falling apart. Lammy looks soft. Okay, well, pleased to meet you, Lammy. Lammy looks soft. Let's say how nice Lammy looks. Yes, very soft. Suddenly, she pushes this stuffed animal towards your face. Press your cheek against Lammy, or I don't deserve it. I'm scum. Well, let's not go that far. Let's push our cheek against Lammy. Oh, healed morale. Very nice. Isn't he soft? She's right. Lammy is very soft. She rubs the white fur against your cheek, then returns the lamb into her lap, cuddling it. So, I heard there was a girl here who had armored gloves. Is that you? Ooh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too. Where did you get these gloves? Found them when Lammy and I were playing hide and seek in an empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. She doesn't want you to think she stole them. Well, sure. I wouldn't think that. And where are the gloves now, little Lily? I hid them. The twins were going to take them. They're stupid. She lifts her stuffed toy up and looks into its one remaining eye, as though searching for confirmation. We're going to need those gloves. It's for important police business. He enunciates the last two words carefully. Oh. She doesn't seem to understand, but the lieutenant's tone has conveyed to her the important part. They're in my sandcastle. She points somewhere outside, behind our house, under the sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good. I'm sure it's great, Lily. I'm sorry I have to break it. Are you Lillian's daughter? Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? Yes, we met earlier. That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything. I mean, why does she need to be angry? She's got a giant sword. Are the twins outside your brothers? Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. Suddenly, she starts snickering. They look the same. Ha ha ha. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. Yeah, they do look the same. That's true. They look identical, right? I said the same thing. They look identic. She slowly processed the word, then snickers with laughter. Yep, they are identic. That's for sure. So what's that giant bird above your head? It's a grouse. Wasn't Gart, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy? Yeah, well, what's it for? I don't know. Well, can I have it? Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry. Alright, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go. Yeah, grab it from the ceiling. I'm sure we're great at that. Bye! Before we do that, let's check out the, industrial coal pellets. Burn with an orange glow. I don't know why it's alerting me to my... Maybe it was always alerting me to my inventory there. Just clear those out. And now, the grouse. Take it. Ruffed grouse taxidermy. Thank you. Thank you, Lily, for giving me your mom's thing. That you had absolutely no right to give me, but I'll take it anyways. And we'll go behind your house and, yeah, there's the sandcastle. But before we get to the sandcastle, there's some men down here that need talking to. Hello, men.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man, clad in a two-piece Lycra tracksuit, puts down his Pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see ya. How's business? How's the old reality situation treating ya?
Reality situation. So, you know me from when I crashed my car then, and I must have been completely out of it. Sure, we'll shake his hand. No need to be rude.
So what's happening?
But wait, Tequila? My name's Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high concept reality based adventures proceeding?
I have no idea what you mean, dude. He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang. Yeah, not too hot. I'm on a 50-year losing streak. Reality, it makes me aggressively sad. Don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it. To bend it to my will, I am the law. Well, nice meeting you, but I've got to go. So bye. No, I don't know. People tell me I'm a cop. I'm a cop. I'm getting used to that.
It's good to hear you're on top of things. Talking about the youth, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
I did not know that.
Sadly, things ain't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of arse back. No word from my business buddies.
I mean, Idiot Doom Spiral is a great name. You got that going for you. Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation at last. So what do you guys do around here? We are saving the world. I'm sure you are. Wait, hold on. You're talking about business buddies. You're talking about high concept... Wait. Reality situation. High concept reality based adventures. And you're saving the world. I don't suppose you guys are the We're All Unchained, whatever that group was, the name that I can't remember, the people that were making the adventure game. Like, you aren't the adventure gamers down on your luck and now you're just drunk. I don't know. Could be. Don't call Abigail, okay? Please. Please don't call. Don't call. Let me guess. All you say is don't call Abigail. Was Abigail the lady that I talked to on the recording on the call box when we called the Tricentennial or whatever electric? I'm probably thinking about way too much now. Okay, we're drinking alcohol, that's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower, but that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. I'm sure it is. What is a tequila sunset? You keep saying it. It's you! You're a tequila sunset. And how do you know this? We've met before. Don't you remember? No, you sure don't. Maybe I remember? Maybe? You look like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale. Yep, go ahead. Let me hear it. Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday, and by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Wait, did we meet on Friday? Hey, let's not jump around ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting. Okay. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz, because as far as I know, all you did was get pissed drunk. Word on the street is that you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept if you ask me. Well, I mean, does sound pretty fucked up. It is. Lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can. Don't you be taking notes and you telling the other people about this, Kim. We're friends. What happened then? It was late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything feel warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment, we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs. Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard? Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anyone owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Naturally. Anyway, there was brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. 3 men are standing on a wooden platform extending out from the shore of a dilapidated fishing village. Their cheeks red, spirits high, beers in hand, eyes glazed over. Okay, yeah, so they were on the pier, and then they heard the sound, and they came running over, and then they had that little party that we found by the motor carriage. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come, to which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things." Oh God, what happened next? Say nothing. It's more dignified that way. Every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the looms of reality. Let's just say nothing. After which your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty and through the ice. The muscles in your right leg tense up. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out. Miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we call you that from then on. Wait, so is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? Tequila Sunset, huh? Sounds pretty good. That's not my name. I'm Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. That is what you should call me. My real name is Harry. You know what? We don't need names here. We have Idiot Doom Spiral and Don't Call Abigail. We can be Tequila Sunset. Is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? I think it's both. You know what? Tequila Sunset sounds pretty good. Yeah, I agree. How long did we party for? Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful, and also whores, and so on. And one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looking sullen, got up, and left without saying anything. Wow, that's quite a story. Yeah, I bet tequila is a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him. If you only knew. Did I tell you anything specific about this person that fucked me? You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we all been fucked too. Okay, Rosemary. New face. No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail. Yeah. Okay, Abigail. It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Oh, yes. We have not got our shit together. Well, we kind of did, but we still haven't. You know. Did I mention losing anything else? Like my gun? Besides your gun and your badge? You said something about your hope, or heart, or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too. That's a big one. You're not wrong. Did I say anything about my colleagues? You told us they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. And did I say anything about the case? Why I was here? What I was investigating? Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. Well, that did not turn out to be true. And that you don't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now. I mean, Kim has been a big help. A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism. Hey, Kim, what the heck, dude? We have friends here? Did we talk about, politics? Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition. Well, again, you're not wrong. Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? You kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying stupid, stupid, stupid. Hey, that was definitely me you met. I can't hear anymore. I don't want to hear anymore. It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all cost. Well, I do want to know about your past, Idiot Doom Spiral. You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. You want to tell me another one sometime? Whoop-de-doo! So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right, why not? Better than the beach bum. Yeah, so you want to tell me how you became Idiot Doom Spiral? It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out? You might get scammed here. I have a feeling this is going to cost me a lot. Or what do you need? What do you need, Idiot Doom Spiral? Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier? So, have you got anything for good old Idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story? Seems fair to me. I've got some sweet Commodore Red. I don't have any on me. I don't want to give you any alcohol. I'm not an enabler. Whatever, I want to hear the story. Here, have the wine, dude. I wasn't using it. Classy. He snatches the bottle and pushes the cork in through the bottleneck. Before he can start, one of the other bums interjects. Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that? Don't call Abigail! Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George, but around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual, a founder/junior partner at a high-concept creative services agency. Where my story begins, I just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. Okay, go on. I use the profits from my agency to finance what I call a cultural incubator. Abstract value generation. Value per person. High-concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane. Well, did the jogging help? It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. And what happened? One day, I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets. His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes. So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least that was the plan. You lost your keys and someone got in your house, didn't they? I was halfway down with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation becoming very wet very quickly. Go on. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with a key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass. Ouch. I would have landed on my feet, got feline reflexes, or say nothing. Oh, let's just ouch. Ouch indeed. Reality was looking rather grim. Just then, me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized I'd also forgotten my apartment key. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Turns his head towards the skies and says, I wish I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office. Okay, well, what happened next? I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of admin, you see. One moment, someone chats you up. 5 minutes later, you bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best. Just then I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could just wait out the storm there. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked for one of the producers to change the locks that day, and since I'd hired only the best, he'd already got it done, and I couldn't get in. Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well, you see where I'm going with this. Hold on. You had to spend one day outdoors, and then you would never get into your apartment again? I mean, all you had to do was wait at your office the next day, and then you could go inside, and then you could call a locksmith. I don't understand how you got into this idiot doom spiral. So now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you ever heard, huh? Wait, is that it? I feel like there's some steps missing. I'm almost homeless myself. Doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side. You've got one hell of a story. You do realize all this is your own fault. Where I literally can't believe it. No, I think I'm missing some steps. Tequila, I've thought about the series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now. Why didn't you go to the authorities? Well, at one point, they came to me, but you know, I didn't have any ID on me, so they tossed me in jail for 2 days. Can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. Well, look on the bright side. I mean, I literally can't believe it, but I'm not going to tell Mr. Idiot Doom Spiral I can't believe it. Because we're bros. So, at least you got one hell of a story. Yeah, maybe I've exaggerated certain parts over the years. When you tell a story too often, it begins to take on a life of its own. But what matters is that it's true to my subjective experience. Anyway, what was all the story? That was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one. Truly, he has the soul of an artist. Why do you keep losing all your stuff? Good fucking question, Tequila. If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium, but now extremely dirty, 2-piece liquid tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass, but somehow it all got away from me. Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week, I stole this nice new jacket. But then I lost it too. The only thing I haven't lost are these 2 drunks. A lost jacket. Sounds like a mystery you could look into. What was the name of your agency? My agency, man. The Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest form of marketing, the color red, breasts, and oil painting. I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy. The clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Revachol who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit. If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because it doesn't. Mixing oil paints and breasts to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery. That is so high concept, I have no idea what it means. Man, mixing high and low, commodifying cultures, this is extremely my shit. Right, okay, never mind I asked that. No, I mean, I have no... That's so high concept, I'm out of here, dude. Like, way above my pay grade. I know. It was fucking awesome. I know. He takes a long, wistful sip of his Pilsner. Until I went on a jog, unleashing a cascade of doom that washed it all away. So what about these other... I'm not going to ask him about the tracksuit. Okay, I'll ask him about the tracksuit later. What about the other drunks? My fellow members of the Union of Moribund Alcoholics? They're exactly what they look like. Hey, Tequila! You want to buy some speed? No, I don't. I mean, I probably do, knowing Mr. Dubois here, but no. Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop, remember? I thought he was a cool cop. Don't call Abigail. And this is Abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together. Tell me about the tracksuit. Is it the same tracksuit that you went out jogging with and you've never been able to change your clothes in like 10 years? What? You never seen 100% liquid before? Go on. Feel that primo material. The man extends his arm. Hey. We have 72% chance of touching it. I mean, why do you need a dice roll to touch it? Am I going to slip and rip his jacket if I fail? Yeah, let's do it. 72. Uh-oh, we failed. No, we passed. Then why did I lost morale by touching his tracksuit? Even though we passed? Good God, it's nearly impossible to describe how dirty this texture is. It's like rubbing two jellyfish skins together. You feel about 15% less human for having touched it. Hey, but I have gloves on, so I'm not really feeling anything. Randomized trials have also found lycra to be associated with a number of exotic, highly malignant cancers. So you also have that to look forward to. Hey, again, I'm wearing gloves. And then there's the smell, but you don't even want to think about that. Pretty nice, huh? This might be one of the last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel it. That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosie. We're right next to the bay. You can wash them anytime. Okay, what about this lost jacket? Tequila is a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. He looks at you bleary-eyed. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Wait, you're asking an officer to help you find a jacket you stole and then lost. Or, okay, sure. Where'd you lose it? Or, I don't have time for this. Yeah. I mean, you stole it, and now we're getting it back for you? Yeah, exactly. You're here to serve, right? Okay, sure. Where did you lose it? If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk, or walking along the beach, or checking out the abandoned fish market. That's a lot of places. New task. Find his jacket. Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's seen it. Okay. You have any more stories? I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift. Yeah. I don't have any more on me. Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue in prison. Okay. Bye. Abigail, you can say anything?
Don't call Abigail.
Don't call Abigail, I know. Yep. An unshaved man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away. The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't call her, you. Don't call Abigail.
Who is Abigail? Tell me. Or I'm the law, who is Abigail, I call whoever I want, don't tell me what to do. No, tell me about Abigail.
Oh, Abigail. Dump your fucking car, Abigail.
Okay. You're not going to get anything from this guy. He's too drunk. Who are you? What's your name? Where am I? What's this place? Why shouldn't I call Abigail? Tell me about your friends. Okay, tell me about your friends. Don't you fucking call her, hear me? Abigail. Okay, why shouldn't I call her? He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, but let's do it. Let's lean in. His breath smells harsh, like a toxic swamp, as he whispers to you, "Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail." Then he waves his hands as if shooing you away. Okay, who are you, sir? His eyes move around erratically, the look in them hazy and unfocused. Don't call Abigail. What is this place? The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible. So we could say that we demand he answer our questions, but no. That's not. Don't call Abigail, he says. Okay. So, hey guys, there's some money right here. It's mine now, thank you. So I was wrong. They are not the guys from the adventure game, RPG.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What you talking about, sir? Or, good to see you too, friend. Yeah, good to see you, Rosemary.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap, very cheap. I got Pilsner, great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. Also I have speed. And by speed I mean amphetamine.
I mean, I knew what you meant, dude. Blue medicinal spirit is 300? What in the world? I mean, I know he just told me spirits I can let go for 300, but 300? Why does this bottle of spirits cost 300? Well, let's go down to the top. Amphetamine? Yeah. By amphetamine, I mean speed. Right, got it. Good, my man. Now, what can I offer you? This is quite the business venture you've set up here. Oh, the system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard. What do you mean? You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hand on 3 bottles of liqueur exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook. The hook? Where is it? I can't see it. Looks like you're on your own hook too. Impressive entrepreneurship. I approve. Or got a permit for this little shit show? I mean, I don't know if I approve, but are you doing your own, doing a little bit of your own merchandise there? Cutting into the profits there, sir? Of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people. He has long forgotten what you were talking about. Why does it cost 300? See, friend. He brings out the 1-liter bottle with a bluish liquid. The mouth is corked shut. It's real valuable. Worth every real if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture. Okay. Yeah. Keep talking. You know, it's funny, actually. He burst out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently. He's finding it difficult to focus his watery eyes. What is it, Rosemary? What? Keep him talking. What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier? Yeah, what was funny? This guy. Yeah, so where'd you get the bottle of spirits from? Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. I got it from the doctor's office. There's a doctor's office? I got one of those scientific ampules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go. That That sounds pretty dangerous, dude. It was. In a week, the goddamn kidney started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity. The real thing. Those assholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all. I mean, 4 real to remove your kidney? Or to remove something else? To remove a ampule? Assholes. Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide? Or how? The idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead thingies. Gets an excited gleam in his eye. Swipe 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from a back room. Threw the snakes out, and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2. I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it. Don't say it. I thought it was 300 real. Can I smell it first? I think it will prove useful, yes. No, not really. No, we do not say it was worth 300 because then he'll charge us 300. He said it's worth 3. Let's take it for 3. Yes, I'll take it. 3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime. Well done, you got it. Here's the money for the spirits, sir. 3 real. It's a much more reasonable price there. Makes sense now. He hands you the bottle. Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend. If you drink this, then you will die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for profit. Okay, I'm off. In the civilized world, it's custom to tip the shopkeep, my friend, but come back anyway. So, if I drink it, I will die. And I cannot interact with it. The liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that might, or might not, but definitely does, glow in the dark. This is 98.7% pure alcohol. Keep it away from open flames. Thank you, sir. At least now you can't kill yourself with it. Can't go this way, huh? A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence. What did the smoke smell like? The smoke of the lorry drivers smoking cigarettes? Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley. Craters filled with black asphalt. The asphalt first laid is gray already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance. Who are the people who live across the road? A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. Wait, you can pull 4 twice in the lottery? It's a weird lottery. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware. And what about the bus stop? Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats could give them. The bus took them to school. It's not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. And what about the road? Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery, a flow of trade. There's one bump in the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn. I'm not sure I want to, but a dead dog? Tragedy came from the wheels of a fast RMC vehicle hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. We killed that dog, didn't we? I'm sorry if we killed that dog. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair. Yep. So we can't go that way. That's good, because we don't want to see a dead dog. Okay, we got a little stream. We probably... No, we can walk in the stream. It's kind of odd. Yes, I know we need to go back. What was that? What? A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. Okay, well, enough for the chirruping swallow. Let's go get that glove. Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network. Let's talk about it being broken. The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it slip into such decrepitude. Okay, let's reach in and pull out the object. We got the T500 gloves. The walls and floor give way to the giant's greed. Collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets. Congratulations, that's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front. Like, can I actually equip them, or are they just a thing? Oh, it looks like I can. +2 interfacing. Well, our gloves are only +1 interfacing, so put that stuff on. Put on a dead man's gloves. Oh, yeah. As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks like dice rolling somewhere far away as the plates reorient to your motions. I will be responsible with this. This is just to protect me from harm, not to show off. Decked out in future armor, like a cop ought to be. Nope. I'm going to be responsible. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a suit full of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability. One down, 2 pieces to go. Here I come. Yeah, I want the full suit. This gear could line my pockets with cash. I could probably sell it to some other cops. This is the long sought after enemy technology. I can't just enjoy it. I must study it. The enemy technology? Yeah, that's a little too wacky. So no. One down, 2 pieces to go. Too bad we had to leave the leggings on the dead man. 2. Are you sure you're correct there? There was a helmet too. 3 pieces more likely. You were ambitious. Yeah, I want the full suit. It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you can analyze the armor, figure out its vulnerabilities. Its vulnerabilities? Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it, observe its properties, see if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material. So that's a new thought. We could... Oh, we do have a skill point, so we probably should put it in. It really hurts me to punch this armor. A sword wouldn't leave even a scratch. A bullet might bounce right off. Still, there must be some flaw in it that would allow you to stand your ground against this dangerous enemy technology. You just have to figure out what it is. Possibly by beating yourself while wearing it. Shooting yourself? Let's see. I don't know about that. So is that why they had to shoot the man in the mouth? Because he's wearing this armor that would deflect bullets? But instead, we're not going to search that. We're not going to do that. Let's do Guillaume Le Million. Let's unlock this. And let's put Guillaume in there. Internalize that Joker. So I was wrong. I thought this was a stream, but this is actually just sand. This is the stream. Rust-eaten letters read Mazut. Okay, whatever Mazut is. And I saw that box. A rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. That's a Noland Vinksink an unsuccessful model. I saw you, but I probably have to have the, no, I don't. Magnesium and health. Or magnesium and Nosafed. I thought I might have to have the, pry bar. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. Oh, what? What do you have to say? You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. It passes quickly. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. Or don't tell me you have to walk all the way over here just to interact with that. That's silly. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water, you. Wait, take a longer look at yourself and how you're reflected in that slick chemical rainbow. What do you see? Metaphor. It's always metaphor. Some kind of metaphor for me? Or just me, I guess. Some nasty water? No, it's a metaphor for me, isn't it? This is more important than you. This is the blood of industry you see before you. The runoff from Coal City, further down the coast. The engines of fortune once roared here. Great wealth poured into Revachol, the Delta, as did smoke, waste, sickness, life. What happened? The engine stopped. The West Revacholian industrial base was dismantled after the war. Now, extinguished coke furnaces dot the landscape, a landscape despoiled by industry. I don't see the problem. Revachol moved on to a service industry. Give it the times, yo. There's no service here. West Revacholian Industrial Base? That's so me. Or, there was a serious dereliction of duty in this cleanup. Yep, that one. They did not clean up the environment very well. Perhaps you could dedicate your life to cleaning it up, but you're a cop. You must concern yourself with different messes. Even so, it's pretty to think. Okay, that was an odd statement. Let's keep looking. Maybe we'll find the cryptozoologist. A school of fish huddle around the fence post, then scatter into the dark. I wish I could see the fish, but I can't see the fish. Before you, a drawbridge. It can only be lowered from the other side. Okay. See, full of holes. Could the post hide treasure? Look inside. Really? Take money. Take Nosafed. Who is putting money? What in the world? Who's putting stuff in all these? Dang. It's the drunks. They put money into places and then they forget where it's at. We've already been told this. It's like a ridiculous amount of stuff. Okay, so we can't get to that side, but we do have this building. It's the old church. You feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. You have to feel the shadow? I'm standing right under it. I can see the shadow. The sign reads, Saint Brunet, 1147. Dusty pews in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Okay, let's just take all the money. And let's proactively put the flashlight in our hand. Walk on in, I guess. Okay, not walk on in. Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand in front of you. The rectangular, sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock carelessly drilled into the wood. Rattle the doors to see if they're open? No. Let's not rattle the doors. Let's not make noise. Yet. Inspect the carpentry? The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downward, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. Run your hand over the beam? The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Feels exceptional. 300 tons of pine wood fit together seamlessly. It's old too, cut and carved many centuries ago. Let's take a look at the padlock. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with yellow sticker. Okay, it'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting somehow. Well, let's look at the sticker. You see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before. But what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There's something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've ever seen. What makes it so modern? Have you seen the symbol before? Or take another look at the boring padlock for absurdity's sake? No, Kim, have you seen this before? He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies, "Nope." Well, what does it look like to you, Kim? Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency? Okay, what is junior delinquency? Or what is suggestive of junior delinquency here? I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth. I agree, it's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here? Or padlock, padlock, padlock. Yeah, let's be wacky. That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set. Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it. Okay, easy. 97%, here we go. Oh, wow. Wow. We needed a 9 and we got a 10. Our dice roll was so bad. There's nothing like the sound of sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger, right on the cover, or shake it off your thumb and throw it in the wind. No, let's put it in the ledger, where it belongs, not on the ledger. On the ledger is pretty dope, but in your ledger. Secret task, style your paperwork, +10. Looks like today was a gold star day. Let's inspect the staple. The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off. Or this is where Mr. Prybar comes in handy. No, let's back off. There's no reason to. We don't need to break into this building that we know of. The cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wood door. So it's still talking to me about the sticker. Rattle the doors? Nothing happens. Only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door. I don't think that's going to work. High above, the wind wraps the church in its rush. Cold and wet from the ocean bay, it parts around the massive keel-shaped roof, like a test tunnel washing both sides, the way it has done for 340 years. The wind keeps its distance. So should you. What is this feeling? There is a hole in my heart. The lieutenant looks at the padlock. He didn't hear you asking. You were quiet enough. Okay, let's just leave then. If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I'm actually not that interested in the church right now. I mean, I am, but I don't know why we should be. Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? Yes, the pulsing bass, an indicator of junior delinquency. I mean, we could just bust it open, but let's remove the... Let's just scout back here. Okay, we can't go that far. Can't go into the reeds. Might have been able to go... No. Could we go to the right of the church? Seems kind of silly for me to run back, but I will. No, we can't go to the right of the church because... Unless I can walk underneath this thing. I can, okay. Hey, you! It must have taken a lot of patience to do this, to make a little rock balance thingamajigger here. You there. Damn, it's cold outside. I hear you're basing, or you're pulsing bass. Before I talk to you, painted with pastels, someone is trying to bring cheer into the world. Okay. Let's talk to you, sir. Ma'am. Whoever you are. Are you the cryptozoologist? No, you're a cell. A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party. Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? So you want to party? I have some questions for you. No, I mean... Who am I to know if they're cold or not? We're not wearing a hat! I have some questions for you.
I'm listening.
A cold wind blows in from the sea. She breathes on her fingers for warmth, looking up at you. What's your name? What's that device you have there? What are you doing out here in the cold? Yeah, what's your name? A cell? Okay. Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness. And your surname? Or a cell who? I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business. No, what? No need to be like that. And what's your last name? A cell. Why? I'm from the police. It's for the paperwork. Or, why indeed? Forget it. No, I mean, let's not bring up paperwork. No, forget it. Okay. What's that device you have there? This? It's a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still. And the wires? Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone. And what's a contact microphone? A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice. Your mangled brain would like to know... would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike. Okay. Yeah, any news on my wife's name? How about my mother? Or what am I supposed to do with this? Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this? No idea. Does this have anything to do with Contact Mike? Or how does that thing work? Where did you get the mic from? How does it work? The mic? I don't exactly know. Somehow it doesn't pick up vibrations from the air. The box said it only picks up structure-borne sound, if you like technobabble. Okay, and where did you get it? Same place I got the recorder from. The Palaceum. What's the Palaceum? Oh man, you haven't been to the Palaceum? She forgets herself for a moment. It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop. On Boogie Street, in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck. Sounds interesting. Who is this Arno guy? And sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals. Wow, yeah, we are not gonna say that. Who is this Arno guy? Oh yeah, I guess you wouldn't know Van Eyck. Will really be a Palaceum going kind of person. I can get down. I don't know what that means. I grind. I don't know what that means either. It means I'm hip beyond my years, nor do I, but I have concrete evidence that I rock, in the form of a wrecked tape player in a completely trashed hostel room. Neither do I, actually. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind. It means I'm hip beyond my years. That's cool. She breathes on her fingers. Looks like she doesn't know what to say. Never mind. Let's talk about that contact mic instead. Sure. Actually, well, does this have anything to do with contact mic? Let's do the wackiness. Yeah, I record stuff with it. No, I mean the Boxer contact mic. Oh no, this is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up. You know, contact mic doesn't just beat people up. Contact mic is a role model. I mean, I don't know if he's a role model, so I'm not saying that. I don't know who he is. Actually, I had some non-mic related questions. What are you doing out here? Recording, I guess. Hey, it's snowing. That means we can go back to the thing? What is it you're recording, actually? I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps, too. Not sure how that will sound. What happened to the old headphones? What happened to your headphones? My boyfriend sold them. What for? I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life. A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious. And what are you recording things for? Like, what are you going to use them for? The musicians in the Palaceum use them for making music. They loop the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of the cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain. It sure does sound hard to explain. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer. The sharp drop of endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill, the quivering jaw, indications of a drug high. Take this. You're cold. The lieutenant begins to take off his jacket. No, man. Fuck that. I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck. It's okay. The lieutenant backs up. He throws you a glance. You said it's supposed to be a music place? What is? That. She nods towards the church. The boys think it could be a place like the Palaceum or something. Stupid. It's really not going to be a Palaceum, that's for sure. And who are these boys? Yeah, Andre and the guys, they're inside, in the tent. And why is that? Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside? They got too much stuff crammed in there, no room. Stuff like what? Music stuff mostly. Like this tape recorder, but bigger. And there's piles of it. You mean like those headphones your boyfriend sold? Or why not just leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? Yeah, why? Why don't you just put some stuff outside? That stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. Doesn't matter. I can take the cold. I had some other questions. We could just steal the tape recorder, but it uses empathy. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Like, we do not have the empathy for that. Tell me about this music place you've been planning in the church. It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music, like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Palaceum. Except that, yeah, she looks at the old wooden church up on the poles. As a mean wind comes bellowing in, the 6-story structure lets out a doleful shriek. The floorboards are twisting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking like bones. Far east of the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there is a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creatures on the ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years. And what is anodic dance music? Secret task complete? That's a secret task? You know, anodic, cathodic, music that's made with electrical instruments. Ah, I got it. Yeah, anode, cathodes. Yeah, got it. Now about the church. So you want to turn the church into a club. I know. It's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right? Yeah, why do you ask? Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there are some strange things going on in that church. If you're police, you should look into it, right? Yes, I will talk to them. They're inside that thing there. Would be cool if you did, was there anything else? Yeah, did you padlock the door? No. No? Not really, no. She's trying to get out of a direct lie with semantic tricks. She personally didn't put the padlock on the door. Okay, if you personally didn't, then who did? Show her the sticker on your ledger. So this isn't yours? No. Then, if you didn't, then who did? Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. Noid did. Noid put the padlock on the door. Wait, is this Noid a friend of yours? Or why did this Noid person put a padlock on the church door? Yeah, I don't care who Noid is. Other than why did they do it? To keep more weirdos from getting in? Fuck you, Martinez. I'm sorry. It's got the worst weirdos. If you get around to it, ask Andre about them. He'll tell you. Enough about the church. I have other questions. I don't really have any questions. Goodbye. I want to try to get back to wherever it was that it said, that it needed to be snowing. A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough. What is this? Looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient. Okay, let's push it over. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk. Now, where was the thing that said something about the snow? Back here? Yes. Winter. Slow to let go of Revachol. Flex some more wet snow from here. Let's look around. The snow falls lazily, making the beach sand paler still, mixing with the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seemed as though it were already spring. How does it feel? You're warm in your coat, though your cold, damp hair sticks to your head unpleasantly. You should have a hat. You survey the landscape around you. What's in the west? More winding coastline lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers, salt water lapping at their dark piles, gray and red forgotten city blocks. What remains of the pre-revolutionary effort to gentrify the coast, and beyond that? The waters turn black. Coal City in the shadows of St. Martin, a boomtown, back when coal extracted from countless shafts near the city was needed to power Revachol. No more. The coal was supplanted by petroleum from the ocean floor and hydropower from the Esperance. Everything crumbled. These days, only the weakest remain in the coal city. Their hopes of getting rich linger in the defunct shafts beneath their feet. And what is there? Below the old mines, the Ossuaire Municipal, Revachol's underground cemetery. Les Petites Rats brave the underground passageways trying to get to Le Royaume, where the Philippian kings were interred, with their doctors and their admirals. Mausoleums, burial chambers. Leaf gold still remains on the double door of the morning. And the rats? Children under 14. They go underground, looking for artifacts to sell to foreign museums, and for fabled relics. Their parents let them. They go deeper. Deeper? After rubies, melchiorite, lapis lazuli plundered from Safra and Seoul during the time of the suzerain. In the burial chambers of the kings, Grand Old Felipe Guillaume II, and even in the mausoleum of Felipe the Opulent. 2 kilometers underground in a winding shaft, along whose walls mirrors have been placed so that daylight may eternally fall upon the richest of the kings. The mausoleum contains untold quantities of gold and that special purest of the pure magenta cocaine favored by the Revacholian royalty. How can it be pure if it's magenta? Yeah, how can it be pure if it's magenta? Snow falls, and there is no answer. Some things are not for mortals to know. Okay, let's wipe the snow from our shoulder. Few petite rats return from the shafts, and even fewer find what they're looking for. A small child steps out of a black tunnel, with silver trinkets in her pockets. All around her, white snow on the extinguished coke furnaces, and on the weather-worn shacks, where fathers beat their sons after drinking. The snow melts on your fingers, turning to water. This is turning out to be much longer than I thought. What's in the east? The canal you crossed to get here, and beyond it, Martinez proper, the district the police forgot to police. There is laughter, lights, attempts at entrepreneurial activity, cynicism. Someone is scraping snow off their windshield. At the roundabout, in the midst of a statue of Felipe III, serves as a destination for grade school field trips and a fine perch for winter birds. Is that all? Like all monuments, it's also a warning. 6-story ruins on the south side of the roundabout cast a long shadow over the profligate king. And further, a fenced-off yard. There's a truck belonging to a logistics company parked next to the gate. Bright light from the building behind the fence reflects off its hood. Clean white light coming from the windows of a clean cube-shaped office building hidden amidst ruins. A secret. Clean white light. A logistics company. I don't know, maybe you have to get through some of those weird doors to get to this place. If you can even get to it. But why would they call it out if we couldn't get to it? What's in the north? The abandoned church. One of 2 remaining stave churches, which were collectively called Les Septeurs, or however you pronounce that. The other 6 sisters were destroyed during the Revolution. And further north, a serpentine strip of land weaving its way into the Martinez Inlet. Fortunately, or unfortunates on the run from the law, from themselves, sometimes hide out on nearby islets, or islets. Long dots in the ocean that are occasionally submerged when the tide is high and the weather foul. And on those islets, the remains of a camp on a jagged piece of rock, a tent, old dishes and cutlery, long since abandoned. A hermit crab scuttles among the debris, looking for a new shell. Further out, the lights burn bright on Resurrection. Way beyond Martinez, a popular spa destination for ample-bodied ozone kids with equally ample pockets. And on the other side of the inlet, then there's ozone, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see that far. Before that, before the curtains are drawn, the Bay of Revachol. Vastness, great depths, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air brinier than here. It is crisscrossed by huge cargo ships bearing company logos, Wild Pines, Zam, Maureen, and don't think that I have forgotten that we have our badge and we can go back and talk to the lady. I mean, I did forget, but don't think that I've forgotten now that I've remembered. And at the farthest reaches of the Bay of Revachol, the shadow of Coalition warship Archer on perpetual patrol duty, ready to unleash artillery fire if you were to rise up against the market. You shudder. What's in the south? The raised motorway, 881, separating Martinez from Jamrock. Vehicles whoosh past one another day and night, while those who reside in the labyrinthine alleyways beneath the motorway attempt to carry on with their lives in the snow and slush. And south of the 881 is the Pox. The Pox was once a park, a place for reflection and recuperation for the patients of the old military hospital. In the 20s, it was used as a quarantine center during a measles outbreak that killed many children. Most everyone has avoided the hospital and surrounding park ever since. The Pox was completely wild now. Evergreen thickets covered in snow and industrial dust. Feral dogs and even wolves roaming in packs. The police try to keep the deepest corners cordoned off. But still, heavy drug users do slip through and hole up in the old military hospital, hoping to find something to get high on amongst the hastily abandoned supplies, or just to overdose in peace. And farther south than that, a line of motor garages with armored carapaces, hunched in the cold. A mechanic is hard at work, patching up bullet holes in the side of a Capri 40. These are the garages of the Precinct 41. Snow settles on the roof of the repurposed silk mill that serves as your station. Shivering RCM personnel hurry in and out of the main entrance. Around you, the snow continues to fall. To the west, the ocean swells. No, I was home. I want more. No, let's look around. A chill comes over you, crawling down your back. The sand underneath your feet is wet. Somewhere in the south, the tarpaulins flap in the wind. What's above? More coalition aerostatics. Occasional lights flash as they maneuver through the falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly. And what's below me? Layer upon layer of sand, poisoned with industrial runoff. The storm drainage. Hidden bunkers. Rat scuttle. Hidden bunkers. Tell me a secret of the sands, wind. Someone stuffed a big old polar anorak into a concrete pipe underneath the boardwalk. It would keep you warm. You will probably never happen across it, but who knows? Okay. Well, I think we're done. So let's stomp our feet for warmth and brush off the snow. We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up. Okay. So that was a thing. What is this? Why does this flag prove your authority to Titus Hardy? Thought we already saw that, but maybe we just hadn't acknowledged it. But with this being an exceptionally long episode, I think we should go ahead and call it here. So, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.